Hello, my name is Samuel Reynolds, and I want to talk with you today about record keeping and confidentiality for the International Association of Ethics in Astrology. Your clients are counting on you to do a few or several important things, to counsel them wisely, to keep their confidence, and to keep their private information safe. In essence, they're trusting you. So there's some key ways in which you keep that trust. So how I came to think more conscientiously about this is that maybe about a decade ago, a client came to me and she came to me with a stack of charts. And I was like, where did you get these charts? And she said, and they were all originally hand-drawn, calculated by hand charts. They were not computer computer printouts. And she said, on my way here while I was in Manhattan, I was living in New York at the time, I found these in the trash. And I thought they were so cool and that you might want to see them. And I thanked her for bringing the charts to me, but inside I was horrified. I was horrified because I was looking at people's lives. Their names were still on the charts. And it took me a while. I got into the session with my client. But, for a minute, I was like, what do I do with these? And why would someone just leave this out? Because I know a chart is a gateway into someone's life. Some would say even to someone's soul. And so to have that information out there led me to some important decisions in my life that I like to share with you. So among the things that changed for me was the idea of safeguarding every part of this process related to the record keeping and confidentiality of my clients. So that I would break down into three areas: data collection, data retention, and data release. And I'd like to talk with you about each of these pretty briefly. Data collection is that you're sure to collect the data, personal information about the client through secure means. So that means either in person, via phone, or through secure private message. Whether you want to use it through secure private messaging like apps like WhatsApp, or if you're going to do it by text, you might want to use Signal as one example. But text can be secure if no one else is sharing or using your phone or have access to your texts. You can also, which is the thing I mainly use an integrated resource or customer resource management system, like what you might find at Acuity Scheduling or Visita or Square, where it requires a login and the sites themselves are secure. They usually will say HTTPS. Then you also can use a secure form integrated into your website like Google Forms or Wufoo. Wufoo might be better, as Google Forms may not be HTTPS or have a secure login related to that. But Wufoo is also another option. Then the other thing you want to be attentive to is data retention. Once you've collected someone's data, do everything in your power to keep it safe and private. What does that mean? Be sure you back up your client's data in a secure data cloud service or with encryption if using an external hard drive. So you want to encrypt that hard drive. Keep printed charts and associated materials in a secure file cabinet where you either can have a lock or only you have access to this file cabinet. Have a secure password or other secure features to access the computer that has your astrology software. So again, so that the information is solid, regularly change your password for your cloud services so that if there is a breach, no one really can get in because maybe they're using a password from last year. And data release. Be sure that you safely and securely delete data with sensitive or personal information, whether in hard copy or digital form. So for instance, I shred all my files like chart printouts or notes that contain a client's information once that's no longer needed, which is usually once a year. I actually file away whenever I meet with a client for a month, let's say for September, then I put that in a folder that says September. Come that next September, I actually get in contact with that client, but even after I have contacted that client, I shred their current file. Now I have everything stored in terms of their chart information. Usually I have that stored on my computer, but I don't need to keep the actual printout or hard copy. If you delete files from a computer or digital device, be sure that it's completely deleted. Be sure that if you are giving away your computer or getting rid of your computer, that you have completely wiped your hard drive. Consider regularly purging files, especially audio ones, after a year or so, and let your clients know that you do this, because it can build up to have a lot of audio files, like if you see a good number of clients during the course of a year. So I let my clients know that usually after a certain period of time, I don't keep their files. So that one, if there's ever a problem, no one's listening to very personal, private information. And when I say a problem, like something happens with my computer or whatever happens, sometimes I would record on my phone. I make sure that those files are deleted also from my phone. If you seek to retain those files, be sure then they're backed up on an encrypted hard drive, whether that's external or actually in your computer. So with that said, these are some ideas that I would like to share with you or have shared with you about record keeping and confidentiality. If you would like to get in contact with me, again, I'm Samuel F. Reynolds, unlockastrology@gmail.com, unlockastrology.com. And then you can find me also on Twitter and Instagram at those handles that you see there. Thank you. And thank you for participating in IAEA.